could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go from Seattle. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977. But since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
14, find it. That's it. Hey, easy. Touch the point.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And now it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch it. 14, find it. Hey, alert. Hey, 0. Here we go.
Wilson throwing again. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's going to get get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Good job right there. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
Alert three. Hey.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you.
That's caught inside the 20, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. Watch the screen.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
44. Here you go. Hey, wahoo! 56. Mike's 56.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check 37.
Check. 4 down.
Again, Wilson. Completes it to Jennings. A good pickup there at 22. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Penny, a 1st down carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Tight ends right. Everyone, you got 4 down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
36 power. Go. Go get him. Go get him. 36.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Penny will try to punch it in, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. They come up in an offset eye. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Wilson. Buying time to his left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, we got to get this stop. Here you go, 368. Watch the whip. Check.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And it's caught by Jennings. And he works free. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Gary Jennings with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd and 9, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
368. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
One of the surprises of the 1st round, the Seattle Seahawks selected running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the 2nd round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
57, Mike, 57. Come on, 57 to Mike.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson has it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Bernard. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1.
We got this. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
What?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Fair.
This time Wilson will throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Nice 57's mine. Switch up.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go one more. Tighten up.
The final act of the first half, Dalton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, orbit. 65. 65. 49. 49 to Mike. 49.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 9. Slam. Back to mine. 49 to Mike. Watch 49. Check tight end. Heavy. Jump.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Hands up, Lee! Mike's 49. I got him. Shit. Kill.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get some penetration here. 368. 49. Check 49. Hey, Delta. 49, guys. Big stop, D. Big stop.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
68. Hands up. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Motion. Check heavy. Hands up.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
93, 52, 93, 44. Here you go. Mike, 49.
So Dalton now. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 14.
Let's go. Say. 25. Check 25. Hot.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I smell fear in the offense. Go. Mike 56. Wow. Regular. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah. Hey, Alpha. Mike's 56.
Here's Dalton.
Here we go.
He completes it to Boyd. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Hey. One left. Three down.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And that's good for us Seahawks.
Check.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Ziggy Ansah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
They go 368.
And Dalton to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That backs them up 1 yard and brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Andy Dalton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check right. Watching your 5.
You can't block me. You can't block
2 by 2. Move. Yeah, 5-6.
Dalton. He's got Green. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
368.
Passing, it's Dalton. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Don't be scared of it.
He's checking. Crash. Mike's 56.
Here you go, can.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line.
Primary rocket on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Two times. 4 down.
Throwing is Wilson. This is Jennings. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They were looking Jennings' way again, but it's going to be 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. Now it's Penny running right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
On 2nd and a yard, Wilson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gary Jennings making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown at his NFL debut. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field Winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Greystone, travel.
Switch. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
To throw again. Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
56 is Mike.
Cincinnati.
Here we go. Mike.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
46-yard line.
19. Watch the twins.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
It's a gain of 4.
So the victory.